I realize I'm too stupid trying to understand like the GameStop, stock exchange, you know,
Yeah,
all that
the
bullshit.
whole fiasco. All I know is that there's a revolution going on by GME.
The revolution. GameStop.
Nah, man, I
I
haven't bought
mean,
any of that because I'm too scared that that it's gonna start tanking and then I'll just lose my investment. I don't
yeah,
spend enough
you
time
will.
reading.
You would. Because,
What, lose money on that?
yeah,
I don't
the
study enough to
people,
know.
they do the mother. I don't want to get into that. I talked about that in my Spanish podcast. If you want to listen to it but don't know Spanish, learn Spanish. All right, do something in your fucking life, then listen to that podcast. Here at the Broskiedoodles, we like to keep it a lot more simple. Okay, uh, as you can see, me and my co-host for today together, we add up to an average IQ of a human. So, so we're
So
not
that's why
gonna
we get
get.
together so that we can.
We get together and we try to add it up. But pretty much, some people try to bet that GameStop was gonna go down, and then some kids at Reddit were, jerking off and got their Stimmy checks, and they thought, well, maybe we should buy stocks at GameStop so that the stock goes up, and we can fuck over the whole scheme that the other fuckers have, betting that it will go down. So it just became a battle of the nerds and the Wall Street, wolves.
Yeah, what I want to know is how the hell did all these guys on Reddit find out that they were short selling these specific
This is all
stocks?
public information.
Oh, yeah. So there's
Yeah,
somebody that's just like on the interweb, just
that's what's funny. That
doing
that
their
this is
homework.
not something they needed, like inside shit about. Like anybody could have known it, and obviously years and
Well, you got to
years
know how to
of
read it, the charts and everything.
yeah. You gotta know your X's and your O's.
You got to.
You
It's all
got
about
to. I
the X
mean,
and O's.
but I mean, it's not that hard if you're already into that world. And this was like a forum on Reddit that already specialized in like stock trading and shit. So
Do you think that it's gonna become a thing?
it's gonna become a thing, but the Wall Street people are gonna start making safeguards, asking the government to pass regulations to not allow, Warcraft players to to bet in the in the stock exchange. They're gonna do their little ordeals to try to fuck the common man from buying a piece of the American dream. You know, uh,
Which
but
is
then
what's
again,
gonna.
I mean, I
Do you
meant
think Robin Hood is safe? You think they're gonna get screwed over
oh
for
no,
the way they
Robin Hood is
handled?
gonna be sued up the ass. They're gonna be sued out of existence. Um, they have a lot of
Man,
things going on for them. One of them is that they stopped allowing trading to people like you and me, and that would make the price of the stock go down. And there's people that are involved with Robinhood, investors that have other businesses where it would be negative for them to have the stock go higher. So pretty much there's a conflict of interest already, right?
Which shouldn't be allowed to
Yeah, I
begin
mean, I
with.
don't know how that's legal. And then on the other side, for them to be able to trade with the big brokers that allow the whole, like the market makers, the big people, they need to be able to provide them with certain collateral when there's volatile exchanges like this week. And then the people at the top told brokers like smaller brokers like Robinhood and shit like, oh, you need to put a lot of money down if you want to trade now. Pretty much letting like stopping them from being able to trade. So the way that I looked at it is, imagine that you have a little mercadito, you know, you have a little
Hmm.
mercado, right? A little market, and you have like 10, 10 little spots inside the mercadito, right? And you rent them out. Like you rent them out to somebody so they can sell tomatoes. You rent it out to someone else that can sell whatever. And out of the 10 spots, you keep two, right? So you rent the place and you keep two of them so that you can sell fucking strawberries and mangoes.
Okay.
And it's like, if someone else tries to bring, for example, strawberries and mangoes and sell them cheaper, you own the fucking game, so you can tell them, hey, I'm not gonna rent you the little puestico anymore. You get the fuck out of here. I'm the king of the strawberry and mango. So right now, the big hedge funds and the big security firms, they're the fucking kings of the strawberry and mangoes. And they lost a lot of money to these Reddit nerds who are actually fucking really smart. But now they're gonna switch the rules of the game so that they cannot get fucked over again. And they did this back in the day with the 2008 crash, where it was the reverse. The housing market was going up, but people were shorting it, and then the big people didn't want to leave their position. I don't want to get into deep because I'm too retarded to understand it. But pretty much, they always have control of the game, so they can tweak it to their favor.
But do you think? Well, I guess last time there was that many eyes on what happened as well. But now that there's a lot of government involved and shit, and everyone's in on what's happening, do you think they'll put stops as to what the SEC can start doing?
I don't know,
because
man.
everything that they're doing is legal, right? They just
not really.
Together.
The people that shorted.
Not what the Reddit people are.
Oh yeah, what the Reddit people did was legal, yeah.
Yeah,
but they're gonna be like, but it's unresponsible. Yeah, it's fucked because up to recently you couldn't really buy stocks as a mortal human being. You had to go to a broker and like have money and like.
Yeah, it was a rich man's game.
Yeah. So
all I have are the scratch offs at the gas station and the casino.
Yeah. For us, it's just the scratch offs and the bingo at the bingo. That's always fun for the peasants.
For the peasants. Dialing a dream.
Yeah, just put us in the Coliseum, throw some bread, and we'll see a fucking lion rip somebody's head off.
That's the games we're playing.
That's us. But yeah, so up to recently, not 2019, Robinhood, among other apps, were allowed to sell directly to people like you and me instead of having to go through other brokers and middlemen.
Yeah, I actually have Robinhood. I have a couple stocks in it. That morning, they sent a whole... I didn't know what was going on, but they sent a whole bunch of emails saying, be careful with market volatility. There's a lot of things going on right now. We're just trying to protect our customers. Yeah. So we just want you to know that now may not be the best time. We're
just trying to protect our customers so that they don't make more money than the people at the very top that, there are daddies. But we want to protect you from having them chopping your hands off. So...
it's for you. It's more for you than for us.
It's more for you than us, okay? We could just make money anyways, and we are. But we just don't want you making more money than we thought you could have.
Yeah, because then the game's flawed.
Because the game wouldn't work, right? Like if you're making more money than we saw safe for you to make, then what's the even point of the game? Get it, right? It's for your protection.
So they send one email in the morning and then they send one email in the afternoon. Updates on market volatility.
It's still volatile, and we still want you to make money, but just not as much. But very soon, we'll be in a position where you can still make money, but very little, just enough so that you can keep using our app and making us rich. So thank you.
Yeah, here's a tip. Go to Tijuana for a week and then come back when everything is settled.
Okay, that way all of your stocks will be sold and we can make more money off you. And if anybody says like, oh no, you should write a bad review about us, don't, because we are good people. We're not doing.
And even if you do, we're gonna work with Google to remove those reviews. Okay. So your efforts are pointless.
But it's of course to protect you.
You don't know what you're saying right now.
you're not drunk. You right now. You're not you.
You're mad, and I get it.
I get it.
But you're not in the right state of mind to be making these type of comments that can affect our company.
Like your friend that takes your key away so that you don't drive home because you're too drunk. All right, it's kind of like that. Okay, we're just making sure that you don't. We're just making sure that you don't do things that you're gonna regret. Okay, okay, you're a little mad right now. You gotta calm down.
So can you blame us for trying to protect you?
We're trying to protect the customers. Okay, we're trying to protect you. Okay, you know what happened to you if you make all of a sudden $100,000?
You won't know what to do with it.
Huh? You wouldn't even know. You would buy fucking an ounce of cocaine and go for some horse and die tonight. We're protecting you.
You're gonna fund your kid's college education?
That never
Are you
happened.
sure? Are you sure? How are you gonna get in debt?
School's overrated nowadays.
Completely.
So yeah, so we're protecting you, okay? We're protecting you because if you make money and the people at the top find out, they're gonna chop your head off.